Sorry about that. We had a little internet hookup, but we should be back now. Thank you for joining us, guys. We're going to be coming back into a thing here.
Jonathan, we skipped. Yeah. Sorry, we thought that you and Steven were too busy.
Alright, Phil.
Alright. So
Phil is playing on blue and Juan is playing on gold.
Yeah. And it's Phil with 2 L's, as opposed to the other Phil. And they still
playing about the same amount of time as far as I understand.
Yes, that sounds about right. And they both tapped the gates, even though. While we're here talking about not needing to. Blue's getting.
Well, they're just tied on here, right?
Very. Yeah. But Blue's moving the snail. Trying to guard
on green lives. Snail is not moving. Could be anyone's game.
Right now. Yeah. Oh, don't you hate when you kick Marion? That Juan just kicked a Marion for blue.
Awesome. Phil needs to do some pretty heavy hive guarding at this point.
Right. When you're guarding the hive, when you kick the berry towards the wall, sometimes it bounces up and goes in instead of leaving the hive. Wow,
I mean,
gold is
really
so
with
close.
These one-on-one games, it's a lot of.
Oh, here, there's the winning berry, and it got knocked out. Alright, 2 little bots.
Down to last.
One more bot. Come on. Oh, but look, the snail. The snail could sneak in.
Juan needs to get in that
No
line.
one. Oh, no, there it goes.
Nope, he's standing there.
He just.
Snail. I did not even see that. I did not even see that. That berry game was going so hard. I felt like snail.
He's like, I got it. But it was still a critical way. He was really lucky. That was a second snail win.
Audio Jungle.
So we saw Jonathan really fluster after an unexpected loss. Happened with Phil. So the night map has always been it's a favorite map for berry running because there's a great path for looping berries and doing the speed berry. What was it about the recent changes that made berries more doable?
On night map, I don't think that they did really any changes to increase the berry running power. Those were mostly dust map changes. But there was an invisible platform in the center where that pink rope is.
Right.
That was an area that I would get frustrated there because I would think I was flying up, but there was a platform I would hit sometimes. So that's gone now. It doesn't get called on the developers.
Right.
But yeah, as far as berry running on night maps, it hasn't really changed.
Yeah. This has always been my favorite map.
I do enjoy night map as well.
Running berries, this is the map. I like doing that. Oh my gosh, it's 1-1 again.
Last life here.
And life.
Brings it in,
And there we go.
So that means Ron wins the series. They still
Right.
have
Are they
this
going to
match
play
around
their
them.
third? Because most people do. It's just so much fun to play.
Now this map, I think it's really difficult to hive guard against.
Right.
It's just such a large hive.
It
You
is.
can come in
But it's
from the
also,
top or the bottom.
and it's difficult to berry run because you absolutely have to go to the top to bring. You can't finish the top of
Yeah.
that live
Oh, okay. Juan takes that first kill there.
going around.
Oh, I thought was going to get a kill there, but just scooped by.
I just finished the first test.
So being a bear non-warrior player, this map has always been speed snail for me, just because the speed gauge is right there with the snail. So if you're just learning how to play, this is a great snail map.
Blue only needs 4 more berries here. They got quite a few bots heading up that.
Oh
way.
wow, look. Oh, and they missed it.
Get dumb boss.
Wait, I miss that jump all the time. I miss that all the time. So it's not just bots. People miss it
Oh my
too.
god, really though, that one
Wow.
just missed 3 times.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is he gonna get this time?
I think-
No. Wow, what is up with Blue? Abs? Oh my
He
god.
cannot hit a.
Is he gonna get it this time?
No.
No.
No. Oh!
Assist
The
queen.
assist
He got
from
it
the
that
queen,
time.
and he gets it
Oh my god.
with the assist. Well
Abs
done.
is a hard
So that's actually twice that Gold Queen helped them get a berry. Once he kicked it in, then he assisted.
Alright, so Juan takes that series.
Yes. All right. So now we're at Jonathan and Steven. They will be up in the tournament. I don't know if them up against each other considering that they equally busy.
Come over and kind of give you guys an idea of what we're
But
doing.
Jonathan's gonna step away
Really great video.
and go play.
She's a great kid. I've met her.
And Steven is also.
knockout. He was saying she's actually been. I can't remember what the
So
program is
Jonathan's
called,
stepping up to
but
gold
there's
side.
Alright, so Jonathan's a pretty seasoned player. He's one of the originals, so to say. Steven's been playing quite a while though, but I think we'll see some pretty interesting games here.
Yes, Jonathan was definitely a heavy recruiter of getting people to come up
so
and play
this kid was like,
and embrace the game.
yeah, she's like, well, we're gonna do the pictures. But she's doing it at 6 months.
So Daymap is
FL children.
for again a new or not a seasoned really good player, but a casual player like myself. The Daymap is definitely one where you sort of watch what's happening.
Jonathan takes another
And
kill.
then my friends
Oh, Steven's on his last leg here. Let's see what's gonna happen.
come over. Right?
Daymap's a great one where you might run snail and then
Jonathan's
suddenly
chasing
run
him
barrel.
down. Oh,
Steven is gonna
doing some dancing here.
4 years old.
Jonathan.
Oh,
not
now Steven gets a kill.
cocky about
That
that.
snail is moving. They're gonna have to. Steven's gonna have to do something with that snail.
Yeah, because Steven, you need to.
He's not even seeing it.
He's too much into the military right now.
Oh, and Jonathan takes it.
Jump in on a couple
Yeah.
rounds.
Well, it's Steven and Jonathan.
Yeah.
They're a little aggressive when they play.
Yeah, both are pretty aggressive players.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna wait for the bots to decide it. I would predict military for all of theirs.
So kind of funny that Jonathan did that
Right.
grab because literally there's no reason to get
Yes.
those speed gates, but you know, both had a side hard and let's see what's gonna happen here.
Here we go.
Yep, someone's going down. So Wit, that's a kill for Jonathan. And a kill for Steven.
And Steven's bots are
Those spots are running
ahead
some
on the
berries
berries,
here.
and they got the snail moving.
Oh yeah, snail is
Jonathan
really close.
Jonathan needs
There he goes.
to,
Here's snail, moving it back now. Blue is still ahead on berries.
yeah. Blue has the advantage right now with with the Tide Clean Lives, the bots are
Jonathan has
performing.
started to do some heavy hive guarding though.
So if you watch the bots, they're doing that circular berry run that this map is great for. Because then you can fall through
Why
the
is
bottom.
Did I just see a bear moving? Checkers. I thought these were one-on-one games.
They are one-on-one.
Oh, someone stepped in.
Maybe they didn't. Greg probably did not know. Hey. I guess we need to just let him.
All right, close berry game here.
He probably didn't know about the...
They'll probably just redo this
It's
map.
fine. Yeah.
Gold looks like those berries are real close there. They only need one
if
more.
Gold wins...
Oh, Gold Snail is really close as well. I think, okay, they got rid of Snail. Still, that last berry there goes. Gold
Yeah,
wins
Gold,
by berries.
Gold's gonna win anyway with the berries. Again, the berry map, yay!
So I guess it didn't really matter that someone stepped on.
So Jonathan takes it to, but they will play their final dust map.
You said he was or wasn't?
She said he was trying to help out, but it didn't work out.
So I know when I play one-on-one dust map, I absolutely hate high guarding this map. I think it's so difficult. So when I was playing this, I just went really aggressive on this map because I did not want to high guard against it.
Well, and I hear a lot of fans say it, but they love the map because it's so open for flying.
I do like that aspect of it. It does make it really hard to high guard against. So. Because you can come in from the side, the top,
Yeah, there's so many places to watch.
Jonathan not giving him anything.
Oh, Steven's not going down without a fight. And
Jonathan takes that kill. Steven's on his last life here.
so I think the winner of this tournament is gonna throw in a little money for life.
Oh shoot! Oh wow! I really thought Steven had that kill, but Jonathan had a higher tap right there at the very last second.
Okay, you are next. If we're gonna continue
So we
this,
play against
Donnie
the Explorer.
and Adriana.
Donnie the Explorer.
Donnie the Explorer.
I mean, I could have killed this.
Oh, okay. We're gonna take a short break from the one-on-one.
Why would I take out
And
the
we're gonna,
obvious advantage?
because we have
I had that whole match.
just people coming up, trying out the game. There'll be a little bit of teaching, maybe.
one at that last kill
Little mod, we're gonna keep things going here.
Right.
Got some newcomers up on the cab, and they wanted to give it a try. They're interested
We're
in
gonna teach them.
the charity event that we're doing, and we're gonna give them a little go, a little tutorial on how to play the game.
Are we gonna pull you out? We did not practice.
We'll ask Track how he wants to do it. Probably Juan will get a bye. If you're just joining enough, welcome to the Pinballs and Killer Queen Austin charity event that we're running today, November 4th. It's
For
awesome.
Delp's Children's.
Right, so we're working, Extra Life is a charity that supports the Children's Miracle Network of hospitals throughout the country, and essentially what they're doing is they're helping to pay for some of the medical expenses to some children, do some research into finding some cures, and just kind of like overall helping sick kids try to get better. And so what we're doing is we're raising money for that cause. We're doing a 16-hour play marathon here. Open to closed Pinballs. Pinballs is a local arcade chain here in Austin, Texas. Awesome facilities, awesome people working with us, and hopefully together we're going to do some great things and do some good in some kids' lives. if you're just joining us, we're playing a Killer Queen. We're playing Killer Queen Arcade, which is made by Nikita Mikros and Joshua DeBonis, who we've met, and very nice, awesome guys. And they've actually tweeted out the event so that we can actually see if we can get some of the other scenes throughout the country to join us and watching and maybe donating and helping out kids. Here in Austin, we have a nationals team, and we've participated at both of the national tournaments for Killer Queen. And so we're just going to be playing all day and introducing new people to the game and trying to raise money for kids here.
So I can talk to you about being a less aggressive player. I love being a bear runner. Yeah, I love being a...
Oh yeah, hey, we got another donation, so thank you very much for helping contribute to our cause and charity. Unfortunately, our little prompt screen isn't quite working to tell us exactly who had donated, but we're having a really good time, and thank you so much for contributing. And as we move more and more towards our second goal, the original was 1337. It was late speak for you non-game nerds out there, and we've actually doubled that, so twice as late. Hopefully, throughout the day, we'll reach that, or maybe even surpass it. Have to up our goal one more time.
So if you've never played the game, I tend to just stay as a bear. I'll get speed. Speed is where you go to the gates that look like lightning bolts. Take a berry up there, stand in it, and then your bear moves faster. And then once you move faster, it's really fun to run the berries or move the sail, because you actually move the sail faster. Pursuing those objectives is a great way to learn the game and not be overwhelmed by the flying. This game is available in a lot of cities now. Right, Jonathan?
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how many. I think it's somewhere between 30 and 40 different cabs throughout the states, of which there's probably about 10 to 15 different major cities that send their own teams to national competitions. We have one here in Austin, as I was saying earlier. We competed. The first national tournament was actually held here in Austin, which helped kick off our scene. And the second one was held just about a month ago in October, and we sent one team to that as well.
Yeah, they really had a great time, and so many great pictures. They always stream those competitions as well.
Ooh, great kill by Gold Queen there. It's tough here on these...
On the newcomers, when one side of the cab had a few new people, the other side all seasoned vets. Sometimes they'll take it easy on a new player, and sometimes they forget and don't. So the blue side, actually, are we going to go back to...
I think we're going to hold off on the 1v1 tournament here, since we have such a huge surge in the population of people that are here. We'll get back to it, I promise.
So on the gold side, we're still heavily loaded with seasoned players. And we have Chris playing Queen. And on the blue side, I believe that is Josh is queening on the blue side. Also a season. They both went to the tournament last month. So this will be a really aggressive game. It's now over. And again, don't forget to donate. We're up to 2,000. We just another $600 and we'll hit our next goal. Oh, sorry, $674. $675 will exceed it. And that's the Extra Life organization and ATX Killer Queen. really difficult berry map just from guarding the hive because the hive is open on so many sides. But it's also difficult to run the berries because you do in fact have to come in from the top to reach the top holes. You cannot jump with a berry and hit those. But the snail being so close to the speed gates makes speed snail a really interesting game on this map. If you look at the big map, the blue map, the speed gates are all the way up at the top, and the snail obviously at the bottom, making it much harder to grab speed and jump back on the snail. Berries are the best. Bear berries are the best bears.
All right.
Do you want to?
Who's next?
Well, we also need you to figure out that we didn't have even.
What do you mean?
We have 5.
Oh, that's fine.
So.
So we'll do.
Welcome to Pinballs, your best choice for classic and modern gaming fun. We've got the largest collection of pinball machines in all of Texas, and so much more. Check out our incredible variety of arcade cabinets from old school classics to thrilling modern hits. Show off your skills and win great prizes with our competitive games. Take a break from the Welcome to Pinballs, your best choice for classic and modern gaming fun. We've got the largest collection of pinball machines in all of Texas, and so much more. Check out our incredible variety of arcade cabinets from old school classics to thrilling modern hits. Show off your skills and win great prizes with our competitive games. Take a break from the action and grab a bite to eat with delicious favorites scratch-made with only the freshest ingredients. Or cool off with a tasty beverage. We've got something for everyone, including dozens of local beers and delicious craft cocktails. Got a big event coming up? Our party rooms are the perfect place for your next birthday, bachelor or bachelorette party, or corporate team building event. Power up the fun with one of our exciting added attractions, including laser tag, mini bowling, a laser maze, and our incredible 7D dark ride theater thrill ride for non-stop excitement. Whether you're 5 or 105, Pinballs is the place to eat, drink, party, and play. We look forward to your next round.
What? The microphone was muted. If you're just joining us, we had a muted microphone just a second ago. But we're running a charity event called participating in a charity event known as Extra Life. This is 2017's Extra Life official event here in Austin, Texas.
Right.
And we're so proud to be supporting the Children's Miracle Network and our local Children's Miracle Network
Right.
hospital, which is Dell Children's Hospital.
Dell Children. I mean, Dell was founded here.
Right.
It's a little computer company.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Tiny.
not that many people have heard of Dell.
No.
But I assure
But
you,
they do give back to the community
really
in a nice way.
things.
One of which is the Children's Hospital.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a 1v1 tournament. We actually just kind of broke so that we could give everyone that's been playing a little bit
some
of a
water and
But,
or other.
Welcome here, and I'm gonna be working on some stream stuff. Hey Lance, you think you could talk over some stuff here with Demi? Maybe explain the game a bit.
Yeah, we could totally talk about the game. I definitely will continue to explain how to be a newcomer. Even though I've been playing for a year, I still prefer running berries and jumping on the snail a lot more than when they say, warrior up! That's actually a freak out moment for me when they're like, everyone get on the warrior.
On the other hand, warrioring up is super fun.
Yes, it is fun.
When I started out, like all I wanted to do was run berries, and then I very quickly found out that wasn't the meta at the time.
Right.
And once I started running Snell, I started having a lot more fun. And then I started getting forced into the warrior role. And the warrior role is just so dynamic in this game. The whole game is designed around the military victory.
Right. Now,
you can win the other two ways, but of course, as you get closer, it draws in the enemy queen, so it almost always forces a military victory.
right. Oh, what's really fun is to see a military victory around the snail.
Oh yeah.
Where you're trying to stop the snail from getting in, and then you kill that queen who's stopping the snail. When you warrior, do you feel it's really important to get the speed before? Because that's one of the tips. You can get speed and then go to the wing gate.
Right.
And you're a speed warrior.
It's called that a speed warrior. I personally don't even like to play speed warrior as much in this build. I enjoy the slow warrior, vanilla warrior, a lot more now. I used to like speed warrior most.
Right. So what do you think about the bonus map changes?
So currently in the build that we have on our cabinet, we have the bonus map where we don't get to
start
out as speed warriors and a speed queen.
Which and what was positive about that is a player like me who tends to avoid doing the warrior thing. Bonus map always gave me a taste for it, and it made me a little more interested in trying warrior.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to run this extra life video, kind of explain some of the inspiration behind the movement. It's just a test.
Donate.
Hopefully, it'll work out okay. I'll
donate at the end of it. Don't cry while you watch it. Off camera?
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long blonde hair. She wasn't afraid of heights. In fact, she wasn't really afraid of anything.
We had noticed she had just gotten weak. I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "You're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips." It progressed from that to she fainted a couple times. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
She was just, from the moment I met her, she was about 11 years old, she just had a sort of magical presence about her, and nothing would keep that girl down.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
In today's world, we cure, go away forever, about 80% of children. In 1965...
So it seems like...
I can go outside and check.
There's some pickup games happening at the moment, and eventually we'll get back to our 1v1. But I gotta work out this. And I'll get back to you guys. Meanwhile, enjoy some pickup games.
Or did I not tell you that? I totally did not tell me that.
There is now. I was trying to see it.
There's definitely. I just heard it.
Yeah, we're Yeah, so we have I was playing a video, and the video didn't have sound.
So anyway, we need people to donate. The blue side?
Right now, it's just since it's on replay, we're gonna have throughout the day kids walking up, especially because we're right outside of a party room.
Which is,
totally fine,
kids
because
celebrating their birthdays.
Yeah, and again, it's totally fine. I mean, this is for the kids anyway, so it makes sense. And also,
It's like,
gonna be
happy
a
birthday,
17-hour
guess what?
day, yeah.
Free game to play, come play it.
Yeah, plus, I mean, like I said, it's going to be a 17-hour day or 16-hour day.
Right.
So anybody that wants to help us fill up our screen.
Actually, it is interesting. Playing Queen is very tiring. The tap rate to hover, but as you've been watching, you've probably seen that the Queen will like just sit under a platform or whatever. That takes a lot of tapping speed, and it gets tiring.
Unfortunately, they lowered it with the newest build to about 5 to 6 taps a second. I'm not entirely sure. It's either I'm going to try the Extra Life commercial again.
Okay.
Can you listen in and let me know
Yes.
if it's sound out?
All right.
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long blonde hair. She wasn't afraid of heights. In fact, she wasn't really afraid of anything.
We had noticed she had just gotten weak. I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "You're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips." It progressed from that to she fainted a couple times. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
She was just, from the moment I met her, she was about 11 years old, she just had a sort of magical presence about her, and nothing would keep that girl down.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
In today's world, we cure, go away forever, about 80% of children. In 1965, we cured 5% of children. So the improvement is unbelievable. And Victoria actually had a particular subtype of ALL that the cure rate should have even been better than that.
Victoria's treatment was to take 2.5 years. And at the end of 2.5 years of chemo, Victoria was to be finished with her treatment.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to hand this over to Dr. Frickback and see what she has to say.
Well, what's your name again?
My name is Bunny McBunkbunk.
Well, Bunny McBunkbunk, today our breaking story is about a little dog named Arfie.
First time I met Victoria, we were doing a radiothon at a radio station in Houston, Texas. She was very full of energy and was already considered a long-term survivor of leukemia.
At the end of 2.5 years, when Victoria's treatment was over, they performed another spinal tap and a bone marrow test.
Joellen called me and she had just the worst news ever, and that is that Victoria's cancer had returned. Victoria at that time decided she was going to fight and entered the hospital for what would turn out to be an extremely long stay.
And he asked her at that time, he said, "Victoria, do you like to play video games?" She said, "I love to play video games."
So I put the word out to a website that I worked with called Sarcastic Gamer, and the online community responded in droves. What I expected to be a couple of games that might come from here and there instead turned out to be things coming from all over the world. So much so that it became sort of overwhelming. Tori had to end up giving it away to other kids who were also stuck in the hospital.
And she made it through, and 9 months later, she relapsed again. So this was 3 times she was told that she had cancer.
She couldn't be around other people that could have any infections. You know, when she was out, she had to wear her masks.
During this time, Victoria contracted a fungal infection, which is from a very low immune system, and she had little to no immune system left.
And I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, I'd really just like to get out of this hospital and go see Christmas lights. Christmas lights are something my family and I go see together all the time, and I can't even leave to go see Christmas lights. And after about 10 minutes, we rolled back upstairs to her room, and we had our picture made in front of a little Christmas tree. And I said goodbye. And that picture is one of my most prized possessions, because it was taken just moments before I saw my friend for the last time. And Victoria passed away before I could get back to see her.
Victoria passed away on January 21st, 2008, after a 4-year battle with leukemia, failed bone marrow transplants, and fungal infections.
It was as a result of Tori's death, sitting at her funeral, that I made up my mind that I needed to be doing this, not just a couple days a year with a radiothon, that I needed to be doing this with my life.
Doc wanted to do something special for Victoria, in memory of Victoria, and he came up with a fundraiser called Extra Life. And this fundraiser would be for the gaming community.
It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so Extra Life was born. 1,200 gamers showed up on October 15th in 2008.
With this year's Extra Life Gaming Marathon, we're helping save kids' lives. You don't even have to be a crime-fighting superhero.
Each and every year afterwards, it continued to grow. Gamers responded by being able to game for their local hospitals. The next year, 4,500 gamers showed up, raised almost $500,000. The year after that, there was 15,000 gamers raising $1 million, and the next year, 17,000 gamers raising $2.1 million.
Then in 2013, over 40,000 gamers came together to raise over $4 million.
Video games are like the #1 form of entertainment on planet Earth, have been now for quite a while.
Anyone could be involved in Extra Life.
Gamers aren't that pale kid in mom and dad's basement. They're mom and dads, they're aunts and uncles.
A young child to an older adult to a grandparent.
You can take all that fun of playing games for 24 hours and reach out to your friends and bring them to your environment.
Or if you want to play a board game, a card game.
The funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital.
So maybe your extra $20 or your extra $50 goes to curing 87% of children with leukemia.
It might buy an isolette for a baby that is born the size of a cell phone and has to fight for its life.
I can guarantee you that money goes directly back to these children to keep this from happening again to someone else's child.
Getting involved with Extra Life is really simple. You just have to go to the website at extra-life.org, put in a few details in there, join a team if you'd like to, or create one. After that, it's as simple as fundraising with your friends and family. Let them know why you are doing this. They should know that the money you raise is going to stay local in your community.
We never will truly lose Victoria because she will live for all of us through this.
It started with a little girl in Orange, Texas.
I think that's all we have to say for today.
All we have to say today, so
we'll see you
you
tomorrow
later
at
on
news at
whatever time it is.
At Victoria's house. Bye.
Alright, and we're back. So, while the video is going, they did start the 1v1 tournament back up, and the sets are currently tied. 1-1, Adrian is on gold, and Donnie is on blue. Right now, blue is pretty close to their top berries, but the gold bots just cannot figure out how to get in there. Constantly missing those top berries. Let's see. Adriana's trying to escort that snail bot a little bit, while also getting kills. She really should have had that, but that was just an unfortunate bump. And then he got the fortunate bounce off the ceiling. So Blue is still one berry away from completing their top berries, and Gold only has top berries left. But Gold takes the win. So that is the set. Adriana will be moving on. So right now we are doing 1v1, so it's mostly going to be dictated by how well the AI decides to run berries or jump on snail. But generally there are 3 ways to win.
Chris and
Three ways are military, economic, or snail. And so for military, if you notice in each map there's going to be 2 eggs, and then the queen will be hatching out that 3rd egg. So those 2 eggs are her extra lives. Once she loses all 3 lives, that match is over. That's called a military victory. Then we have the snail victory, which on dusk and day, the snail is on the very bottom of the map, and on night, the snail is in the middle of the map. And if you ride the snail into your colored goalpost, that is called a snail victory. And finally, the economic victory, which just got a buff and is now, I would say, more viable than before. Used to, economic was really only viable on night map, but economic is just running in 12 berries into your hive and filling up that hive. It's, like I said, the buff that just came with that new build, I want to say 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, it's made berry running so viable, at least right now, until people start figuring out how to really slow it down, besides just getting a really good hive guard in. But we are trying to set up for our next match, and looks like it's going to be Chris and John, but I don't know where John is. Alright, I guess right now it's going to be Chris and Josh. I don't think this is a serious set. Yeah, so Chris and Josh are playing right now. It's the Queens, but we got Donnie with Chris, we got Bill and Ron playing with Josh. So it's just going to be a fun game until we can get John back over here to continue on with that 1v1 tournament. So while we're doing this fun little match, I'm just going to go over why we're really doing this. This is for the children. We are doing the Extra Life event to help raise money for the Dell Children's Hospital here in Austin, Texas. They've done a lot of really great stuff. In fact, if you are going to stop by today, we should have a patient from Dell that's going to stop by who has a very amazing story. I'm not sure if they're going to get on stream and tell that story, but if you are here, if you aren't here yet and are going to stop by later, you'll see that story firsthand. Alright, so like I said, this is all for the children. It's an amazing event. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm so happy to actually be part of it this time around. And for the first time ever, I want to say, I'm pretty sure it's for the first time ever, we're doing it via Killer Queen, which I don't think anybody's ever done before. I'm not entirely certain it's the first arcade game ever. I'm sure it's not, but definitely the first time it was Killer Queen. And it's just an awesome experience to be part of. Alright, so that was it for that fun day map. Looks like we're going to go on to back to that 1v1 tournament. It's going to be John versus Chris. John is just doing a very quick adjustment here in the background, and he's going to be walking up very soon. So at some point we're going to do an interview, and essentially this is the back layout. We'll move this chair, move. Alright, so Josh is joining us here.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Birdman himself.
Yep. I brought you some peanuts.
Oh, well, you like peanuts.
Alright, so this is the continuation of the 1v1 tournament, right?
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah, so we got, looks like
Chris on blue side, John on gold side. Like we were talking about before, most of the 1v1 tournament is very dictated by how well the AI decides to do anything. And a lot of times you just get bot hijinks that they're just being crazy and just doing nothing at all.
I wonder how many bots perish like throughout the course of a game, and I mean, bot lives matter too. And we're just wrecking them.
I mean, do they?
Well, I mean, do you not care about the Terminator, for instance?
I care about the pop culture phenomenon that it is, but I do not care whenever all the bad Terminators die. I care. I care because I'm happy to see it happen, you know?
Yeah, I think we all are. You're exactly right.
I mean, I'm all about John Connor saving the world, you know?
So, we have quite the race going on right now. Is this going to happen, though?
Blue
one berry left.
One berry away, and they're just going to walk it in, it looks like. Oh, there it is. Blue takes that first game. So, Chris is going to have a one advantage right now.
What's crazy about this is that it's like, oh, well, if only John would have played better, right? It's like, it comes down to...
Yeah, the bots are just, like I was saying, they're just kind of a little crazy. Like, sometimes they just... I want to say they have a mind of their own, but they don't, because they're bots. They definitely play reckless, or just dumb in general.
So they're like me?
Yeah. Right on. Didn't you lose day map because your bot just couldn't make it into
my bot, he went on strike for a couple jumps.
Yeah. Well, that was like whenever I was playing day map against Adrian, my bots were one berry away, and then they were just like, we're just going to stay right next to Snell for some reason.
No, we just like to mess with you. Hey, so what's going on, guys?
Granted, I'm not going to blame that because I definitely stopped paying attention to her hive, and so they snuck in that win. But yeah, bots are definitely a little crazy.
This whole tournament is a little crazy if you think about it. I mean, how many 1v1 tournaments have ever been streamed on Twitch? That's what I want to know.
Oh, that kick in from John.
Oh, glory hole.
Oh,
he kicked him. So, John kicked his own berry in. He's filling his own backberries.
It's like, Chris kind of has that high. I'm not going to say on lockdown. He's a little bit behind, actually.
Y'all know who won day map?
Chris. Chris is playing to win right now.
Chris is out to prove that he is the best queen.
No.
They're out of blood.
Chris is tagging gates.
Yeah, so he can get his bot warriors up.
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't grab speed though. He's gonna want to do that.
Oh man.
And he kicks in a berry.
Oh, one berry away. There it is. So John takes the second.
John ties it up. To turn this into a drinking game.
So we did just get another $100 donation. I'm not exactly sure who it's from, but again, I just want to emphasize this is all for the kids. It's gonna be a great day.
Right on, maybe
great day.
Yeah. So Gruel right now is drinking Meridian High.
I was. I finished my first glass. I do plan to go back for more.
So, thank you to Meridian Hive for donating Meridian Hive mead to us today. Everyone that purchases Meridian Hive mead, that money goes towards this as well. The money total will show up at the end of the night. Hopefully we purchase it. Okay, so we got the dance off here. Yeah. Hey, there's actually
I have never seen.
So this is supposed to be an unwritten rule about the tournament. If the bot is stuck, you should go ahead and go kill it.
Jonathan's not playing that.
John is he's out for blood right now.
Yeah, well,
hey, somebody told Jonathan to go kill the bot.
Deciding set, so I mean.
But that was the agreement.
But that is.
If I'm Chris, I'm not happy about that.
Those, I mean,
Chris could claim replay with the stuck bot.
I mean, can he? Like, the bot